Today, we're having a pajama party and what your dreams really mean.
It's something that you have to kind of pay attention to.
Next, how significant are our dreams?
They are so significant. They're probably our greatest ally in life, and they're probably the thing that we most take for granted.
All right, look who's back with me. Avocado free, but still in her jammies. It's the beautiful Landry. Thank you, Allie.
Oh my gosh.
All right, our next guest is literally dreamy. She's an expert on dreams. Do you guys remember your dreams? Yeah. I'll bet you have questions about them too. Please welcome hypnotherapist and the author of I Had the Strangest Dream, the Dreamer's Dictionary for the 21st Century, Sullivan Walden.
God, so cute.
You left your slippers on.
I know.
You like,
is that okay?
That's okay.
So
that's
coordinated.
okay. That's okay.
I know.
All right, make yourself cozy. Come on in.
So cute.
All right, let's talk dreams.
Yes.
So fun. Tell me, how significant are our dreams?
They're so significant. They're probably our greatest ally in life, and they're probably the thing that we most take for granted, most people in the Western world. In some other cultures, people would, if you woke up without remembering your dreams, they'd say, go back to bed and don't wake up until you remember.
Well, I'm one of those people. I rarely remember my dreams. What does that mean?
It means that you probably get up early, or do you wake up to an alarm? Or
I do. So a lot of times I beat my alarm. Like I wake up before it. You do too, because you have small children.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people, it's a mind muscle. If you're not in the habit and you don't necessarily think that there's a value in it, then most people don't naturally remember their dreams. It's something that you have to kind of pay attention to. You make an intention before you go to sleep, and when you know that there's value in it, then you
so
start.
What do they mean? Like, what are the three? I mean, are there three sort of typical dreams?
You can break it down into three different categories: angel, ego, caveman. So those are archetypes that we embody by day and by night.
Okay.
So we all have a higher self, the angel aspect. So when we have dreams about flying or having a visitation from a departed loved one, we get a really important insight. That would be considered an angel dream.
Ooh, I want one of those.
Okay, so you can think about that before you go to sleep and just say, okay, I want an angel dream. I want to connect with a higher part of myself.
So you really can will it to happen?
Yes, you can write about it in your journal before you go to sleep, look at pictures, like do a vision board, and go to sleep with that on your mind. And reading is a good thing, but if you're reading something that's really affirmative, something that puts you in a higher state, then the second category is the ego dreams. And those dreams are about what we're dealing with in our waking life, usually issues of looking good. Do I look cool? Do people like me? Some people show up naked in their dreams or late.
Do you have that?
You know, it's so funny that she says that, because I haven't had it in a long time, but when I was younger, I always had the dream that I was at my school naked in the lunch line, like going to lunch, and everybody else had clothes on except I was naked.
And that was a recurring dream?
All the time.
So what does that mean? What does that mean?
Were you, in your dream, were you uncomfortable? Were you like, oh my God, I'm naked? Or were you like, oh, I'm naked and it's
No, I was not comfortable.
It's in a dream. It's not the same as real life. Some people, when they're naked in a dream, they're like, oh, hey, I'm naked. Most of the time, though, it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
And so that's usually about feeling overly exposed. Too many people are looking at me. I'm not prepared for this much attention. So when you have a dream like that and you are aware of it, then you could say, well, let me get prepared, because I may be getting a lot of attention, and I want to get comfortable with being transparent in my life. Which, it's kind of, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. So, okay, so there's angel, ego, and what's the last one?
Caveman. And caveman dreams are the ones that most people remember most vividly, because those are the ones that connect with us most emotionally and viscerally. Those are the ones where you're being chased. They're the ones where survival.
So nightmares.
Nightmares. But I think of nightmares as actually unfinished dreams. And nightmares are really, they're big allies. Most people think I'm crazy when I say that, but nightmares are really good for you, because they're helping you process through the big issues that you're confronting in your life. So also, caveman dreams are sex dreams as as well. It's where you're primal. It's where you're kind of connected with your animal instincts, with which most of us people in the Western world are completely out of step.
So what do we do with this information from our dreams?
You tend to be better in your life if you remember a little piece of a dream. So even if you don't know what it means, but if you want to take it up a notch, then you might look in a dream dictionary. You might take a little time to figure out, well, what might this be saying to me symbolically about my life?
Or we could look at your book.
Yeah.
You might do that.
We can do that. Well, thank you so much. We're going to have more on dreams later, and you'll also meet a woman whose bizarre behavior while she was sleeping has been seen on YouTube by more than 8 million people. You don't want to miss this. Come on back. Coming up, decoding your dreams.
Every so often I have a dream, and in the dream I'm driving and I'm going to hit a car.
It's about your vehicle for life. It's your car rear.
Welcome back. We are having our dreams analyzed by dream expert Kelly Sullivan Walden. Okay, you've got a weird one?
Yes. Well, I don't know if it's weird, but every so often I have a dream, and in the dream I'm driving and I'm going to hit a car. I remember the color and everything, but just before impact I wake up. And I'm like, my heart is racing.
So it's the same car that you're about to hit?
It's different colors. I don't know the same car or not, but it just scares me. And that day I don't even want to drive.
A lot of people dream about cars, and I'd like to think of cars, and of course every dream is up to the dreamer. There's not one pat answer, but this is what I would say, that it's about your vehicle for life. It's your car rear. Some people feel out of control with their career. They're too ambitious, they're going too fast. They might hit somebody because they're overly driven, but you are in the driver's seat. So I would just imagine that you just chill out a little bit and trust that the road you're on is the right one, and all will be well.
Thank you, Kelly. Yes, ma'am. Hi.
Well, this is kind of crazy, but when I was younger, for a long time, maybe until I was about 25, I used to have this dream that I was running, and I'd be running from like monsters or vampires or whatever, and I would always end up jumping off of a cliff and landing on my feet, like every time. It was the strangest thing in the world. And that was for a long time. Like,
I get so excited about these dreams.
Wait, why?
First of all, it's strange not to have a strange dream, so bravo for you for having a strange dream. Secondly, it's one of the most common dream themes to be chased. It would be considered a caveman dream, because it's usually you feel like you're fighting for your life, you're running for your life. Usually, though, strangely, the thing that that's chasing you, there's Carl Jung says that every character in our dream is an aspect of ourselves. So usually it's an aspect of our disowned power that we just like, oh, no, I can't be that powerful. And then if you jump off something and you land, it means that you are actually falling into a deeper aspect of yourself, and you landed well. That's so great. Give her a round of applause.
That's a good thing. Yay! Wow, that's amazing. Okay, actually, my earliest nightmare was like being like 4 or 5 years old, and I was in my house. It was my house, but it was like a haunted house as a child, and I had like Frankenstein chasing after me. Okay. And I would have that recurring dream, and I remember it vividly.
Oh, okay.
What does that mean?
Well, so any monster...
I didn't land on my feet.
That's okay. That's okay. But being chased, I have a similar dream when I was little. The first dream I can recall was being chased by a monster in a house that was a haunted house. And usually any monster, again, think of it as a disowned aspect of you that is ugly because you keep running from it, because it doesn't have a chance to get pretty by being embraced by you. So it's a big, tall, powerful, I mean, think of Frankenstein in the movie. He's really a sweet guy who's just misunderstood because he doesn't look
I think it might have been a matter of my parents showing me a movie that I probably wasn't ready to see.
There's that too.
They traumatized me is what they did.
Absolutely,
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. My question is, my dreams are vivid, like they're so real, and then I wake up and then I'm actually back in that dream again.
Oh.
How cool.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, first of all, if you dream vividly, it probably means you're a very creative person. Are you somebody that does a lot of creative stuff?
Yeah.
Or you should. Yeah. It's a gift to get to fall back into the dream that you just were in. A lot of people wish they could do that. So I would say you'd be probably a candidate for lucid dreaming if you have have the skill to do that. So that's something to aspire to.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Wow, wow. Well, look at you. All right, we have a question from one of our friends of Ricki, Tiffany. She posted on her website that she dreamt of a zombie apocalypse and running to find her family before they all die. Kelly, what does that mean? That doesn't sound good.
Okay, it doesn't sound good. And I think with zombies, I think of them as, like, look at everything as a symbol. A zombie represents somebody that's sleepwalking, that's not really fully alive. So I would say there may be some aspect of her, she's afraid that she's going to fall in step with being a sleepwalker. The goal is to be a lucid, somebody who lives lucidly.
So the lady in the red robe, we all want to be like her.
Yes, yes.
We do. We aspire to be you. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for coming to bed with me. Kelly Sullivan Walden, thank you. You're all going home with a copy of her book, I Had the Strangest Dream. Up next, you'll meet two women who did stuff in their sleep they don't remember. One is an internet sensation now, and the other woke up in jail. I couldn't make this stuff up. Stay with us.